Start again. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. Alright guys, huge welcome. This is the first video I'll be releasing. I'm starting with a topic which I think will be very good for both DJs and anyone who's looking to hire a DJ. So if that's what you're looking for anytime soon, stick around. Hopefully these tips help you out. Alright, so what we're looking at is the two different types of DJs. I think we can put DJs into two different categories, and what they are is you've got your club DJ and you've got your private party DJ, which can also be known as your mobile DJ or your private function DJ. Who's this important for? Upcoming DJs. If you're a young upcoming DJ, this is really going to mold the type of DJ you are. It will really give you direction as to which way you want to head. More experienced DJs, you may look at transitioning from one side to another. You may be tired of the late hours. The clubbing scene may not be your thing anymore, etc. So you may look at transitioning from your club scene into your more private functions. People hiring, anyone looking to get a DJ, you really want to know the difference between a club DJ and the DJ you require for your own private function. Myself, I classify myself more on this side. I am a specialized DJ in the private function side of things. I do a lot of birthdays, corporate events, and plenty of weddings. So a lot of the things that I'll talk about really relate back to weddings. I think it's one of the most important private functions, as obviously you're dealing with someone's most important day probably in their life. So I'm going to touch on 5 differences between the two. I could go further, but obviously we want to keep this short. So let's go through them. First of all, the difference with music. You'll find your club DJs usually stick to one style of music, whereas your private function DJ really has to play a whole bunch of different genres. This is the number one thing I look at or tell young DJs, that it will really guide you as to which direction you want to take. Your club DJs usually stick to one style. If you think about it, you go to an R&B nightclub and you're a DJ there, well obviously you're going to be sticking to your R&B tracks, and it may be your personal favorite. On the other side of things, your private functions, again, we'll look back at a wedding. A wedding will more than likely have a whole bunch of different age groups, right? So you're going to have to be playing music to cater for people from as young as maybe 15 or so, all the way up to maybe in the 70s or 80s. So it is a much broader age group that you have to cater for. So, and the other thing is, and it's a really good point to look at for both DJs and anyone looking to hire a DJ, a private function DJ has to play for the crowd, right? There are many times which I'll play a song which either I may not personally like, or I've played it so much that I'm bored of it, but you got to keep in mind that the crowd you're playing for may not have heard that song in a very long time, so you're really playing for the crowd. Your club DJ, you're still playing for the crowd, but people are there to see your style of music, right? So know the difference between that. Look, the next 3 points really tie into each other, but with competition, there's a lot more competition when it comes to club DJs, right? Everyone wants to be a DJ. Most people want to start being that club DJ. Not many young people really see themselves, you know, playing at a baptism, a birthday, anything like that, right? There is a lot more competition. These days, it's even easier to become a DJ with a laptop, little controller. You can do some great things. So the skill is still there, but there is a lot more competition as opposed to your private function DJ. Because you're playing such a broad style of music, you know, you may not necessarily like your 70s or 80s, which you'll be asked to play plenty of in this side of things. The hours, you do usually get less hours as a club DJ. What happens is DJs are usually booked on rotation. So you usually have your own set for an hour and then followed by a different DJ the next hour. You may get 1 or 2 hours at the one club in a night. So you may either have to move in rotation, or you may just stick to that one club and only do that 1 hour in the night. As opposed to your private DJ, you do get more hours paid for. If a wedding starts at 6 in the afternoon and finishes at midnight, you get paid for the whole 6 hours, whether you're playing for dancing or there's speeches going on, formalities, things like that. Next, money. So this goes back to the amount of hours. You may get paid a little bit more as a club DJ per hour, but overall you're going to do more hours as a private function DJ. So again, you charge a little bit less, but you're there for a lot more hours. The money coming in is going to be a little bit more than what you get as a club DJ. These guys also have to cater for things like public liability, insurance, travel, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you keep that in mind if you are hiring a DJ for your private function. And the last one's an interesting one, and please leave your comments below to know what you guys think about this, but it's the lifespan of your career. As a club DJ, I believe your career is a lot shorter compared to your private functions. A few different reasons. Look, the main one is you do get older for that scene. Me personally, I'm in my 30s. Yes, maybe I could still do clubs, but yeah, I don't feel like I really belong in the clubbing scene much these days. It's not my crowd, it's not my style of party, it's not the money I'm looking for. So the club DJ usually tends to die off a lot sooner than your private functions. Private functions, you can be a lot older and still be doing your weddings, your birthdays, and things like that. So the career span is a lot longer as a private DJ. But hey, you know, let me know what you guys think. 5 interesting points on these two. And also, do you think there's any other different types of DJs? Leave your comments below, and really interested to hear what you guys have to say.